guys, it's Kenya Posey, hashtag the Agent of Cares, your community ambassador. Today, as I told you guys, I was going to check out a local tattoo artist. This tattoo artist has tattooed my husband, Jerez. So I can't remember what tattoo you did for him, but
what was his name?
What was the name? Okay. So he tattooed, Jassie's name. I think my daughter's name. You tattooed my daughter's name. So I wanted to stop by because he's here in the community in Southern Highlands area. So no other than I want to introduce you guys to Strange Tattoos. It's called Stranger Tattoos, but we're going to have Mr. Strange here. So introduce yourself and tell us about what brought you to the industry, how long you've been in the industry.
Hi. Well, I go by Stranger. I'm at Fifth Element Inc. LV in Southern Highlands. I've been doing tattoos roughly about 30 years now. I started around 95 in a tattoo parlor, 96, something like that. Been doing it ever since. I specialize in black and gray lettering. I do color as well. I do traditional. I'm pretty rounded when it comes to my art skills. So anything you guys want, come on down and bring in your ideas and we can help you guys out.
All right, so we were just chopping up really quick. So you guys, one of the questions I asked him, do you have to be a tattoo artist and know the art of tattooing prior to coming into this industry, and how do they actually come as a apprenticeship in this industry? So give me a little take about how you say they don't really have to have it, but the training needs to be there.
Yes, traditionally, I guess you would need to be an artist somehow or have some kind of artistic skills, but lately, these last, I guess, 10 years, there's been so many kids or people that are getting into this industry and they're doing amazing work, and they're not the best artists. They just know how to apply the ink on the skin, and it's surprising, but you know, it works. So to the question, do you have to be an artist? I guess you don't have to be, but you have to have an artistic eye.
Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. So one of the things we also talked about too was I asked you about questions about where do you do tattoo and where do you not tattoo. So that was one of the questions. As a male tattoo artist, is there certain off the limits areas you're going to go to as tattoo?
Me myself, I just try to stay away from genitalia. Anything from the waist down and the knee up, I try to stay away from when it comes to certain clients. But yeah, that's it.
That's understandable. I get it. So another question about the actual instruments as far as the sanitization or how you guys sanitize everything. What does that look like behind the scenes for us?
Well, fortunately, the industry has changed a lot since, its beginning. We actually buy equipment that's pre-sterilized now, which helps the newer artists. They don't have to really go too deep into that part of the industry. They do have to take a bloodborne pathogen / sanitation class before they get their tattoo license. So that has nothing to do with us. That has something to do with the state and the government on their criteria of sanitation, depending on what state you're in. So, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, all right. So then one of my other questions I'm going to ask you, not going to be my last question, but this is going to be next to my last question for you. How long has it taken you to do one particular tattoo in one particular day? How long does it take you if it's a big tattoo?
Okay, well, so it varies between artist to artist, because some artists are really, really slow and some are really, really fast. But either one doesn't equate to being good. There are people who take long and are good no matter how long they take, but there's people who take their time and are amazing. So there's really no black and white answer when it comes to that. But if you were to do a tattoo about, say, this size, an average tattooer or a better tattooer should do something like that within an hour or two, depending on how much detail. Like me, myself, I could probably knock out a quarter sleeve in a day, or a half a sleeve, I should say, both parts on the outside, and then another day here. But some people will take the whole day on just one. And I'm not gonna say some people, but it just depends on the design. If the design demands a lot of attention, detail, that might take all day. And by the time you're done with that, whether you have time or not, they might be spent. They might be their pain tolerance might be done. So once pain tolerance is over with, the session's over.
Okay. And like I stated myself, I have no tattoos because I know my pain tolerance is not where I need it to be. So I haven't tried it yet. I don't know. I think mine will leave this earth. I think I'm gonna leave how I came in, body wise. But again, tell the people where they can find you, what days of the week you're here, and how they can get scheduled with you.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm in Southern Highlands off of the Decatur and Cactus. We're here from noon to about 9 o'clock for walk-ins. Feel free to hit us up, make appointments. That might be the best thing to do, whether you come in or not. It's good to open up a dialogue. That way we can start the process before we even, you get in or we even meet officially. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. But yeah, we're here every day except Sunday. Take one day off. But if you do need a Sunday appointment, book it and we'll do it.
All right. And what was that phone number?
The phone number is area code 702-816-4016. Hope to hear from you guys soon.
All right, you guys, so I'm going to step back in here real quick and take over. But again, I just wanted to make sure as a community ambassador, I'm coming out here introducing you guys to artists and business owners here in the community that you guys can come out and support. So make sure you reach up Stranger Tax. I think that's the name of it. Is that the name?
TA number 2S. It's TA number 2S _ by Strange.
All right.
I spell tattoos TA2S.
All right. All right, you guys. So you heard them from here. Kenya Posey, hashtag the agent that carries your community ambassador, making sure I'm out here in the community giving you guys what you need and the news you need to know. Have a good one.